Hello everyone and welcome to the Halloween Extraordinaire Custom Art Contest winners, participants and winners. Everyone is winner. I'm going to dramatically read your stories alongside your drawings, so I hope you enjoy. Let's get started. Trixie Treat. As the moon rises high on All Hallows Eve, Trixie Treat trots from house to house with her pumpkin lantern glowing brightly. She loves to tell spooky stories that make her friends giggle, then shares her basket of candy corn and toffee apples with every pony she meets. Her magic spiderweb symbol glimmers whenever she plays a good-natured prank, like making candy wrappers flutter like tiny ghosts. When the night is over, she leads the little ponies home by the soft light of her lantern, singing her favorite Halloween rhyme. Trick or treat and lanterns bright, candy dreams of this spooky night. Her best friends are Patch, Nightlight, and Batty Boo, but her favorite treat is anything chocolatey, especially if it's shaped like a bat. Candleponster. Candleponster was born at Halloween night in an abandoned church near a cemetery. She was created from fears and feelings of anger, and using the rest of all candles. She randomly walks her graveyard looking for someone with enough magic power to turn her melted skin into a normal one, to make her complete, for her to be a real pony. October Spells. October Spells is a very secretive pony. She lives in the woods and makes friends with all the birds, lizards, and critters that live near her little cabin. She often borrows owl feathers for her hat. She never shows her eyes, and it's rumored she might have been blinded by a bubbling potion she made in her youth. She spends her day collecting berries, herbs, mushrooms, bark, and pieces of cloth. She likes to sew and bead, and her hut is full of spell books, cauldrons, and magic items alike. As she walks, her little charms wiggle all around and make her look like a very decorative autumn bush. Her mark is 2 bright ripe pumpkins. Battycakes. Battycakes is a scaredy cat, or maybe a scaredy bat. She's a little pony bat who lives in a big old castle all by herself, and she's very afraid to leave it. Spiders weave webs in her hair and little wings on her head she has instead of ears. She hears perfectly well and loves spending time with little bats and spiders. She loves sweet treats, especially chocolate and s'more cakes. Sadly, it's a little tricky to get ingredients delivered to abandoned castles, but she manages to sneak away into little towns at night unseen to collect some things and leave little presents on their stead, like old coins or jewelry. Her mark is a little black cake with white layers and a little sugary black backed wing at the top as decoration. On her nose is a marking shaped like a piece of white web. Marrowmane. Marrowmane was a scholar of forbidden magic who sought to master life and death. Now her glowing mane carries the powers of a necromancer. Spirella. This is Spirella. Being half spider and half pony, she's a little shy when meeting new ponies, but she gets very comfortable quickly when you take her out to a comfy hangout spot, preferably with a lot of corners to hide in. Ocean's Blue. Meet Ocean's Blue. Sadly, this hard-working sea pony loved the ocean and fishing so much that it took all her time when she was alive. The salt, the waves, the sky at morning and night that guided her to every adventure. One fateful nightmare night, she ended up at the bottom of her beloved sea. She now loves to swim with her friends, the fish she once sought to catch. Every nightmare night, she gets to walk Equestria again, and hopefully you will get to meet her on her yearly dark trot. Jagged Spirits. Meet Jagged Spirits. This fun-loving pony has her head in the clouds every Halloween, spreading fun and tossing glow sticks and candy for the younger ponies. She gets her glow paint out and paints her markings every year for a fantastical show, and her pumpkin hat makes all the fillies scream in the light. Would you be in her show this year? The Mist of Wretched Hallows. Legend tells that on cold nights, full moons obscured by the mountain clouds, the mist will stalk Wretched Hallows. Fog curls around cliffs, snake through the trees. Ponies foolish enough to wander into the fog feel as though they are being watched, thinking they see a shadowy form haunting them. Laughter like bleats will echo from all around. Many pairs of green eyes will seem to glow in the darkness. Beware, traveler, lest you find yourself in its gaze. Yet weary every pony more, for on Nightmare Night, Hallows Eve, the fog lays thick, encompassing all but the village. Should you wander out too far, the mist will become far more than a shift in the dark, a pair of wicked horns, fangs sharp and long, cloven hooves and haunting eyes, a coat of night, glowing patterns of what hides beyond sight. Those who come muzzle to muzzle with the mist are never heard from again. Is she truly a monster, a villain, or is there something else behind it all? The choice is yours. The spots that look like eyes dually look like butts. And I didn't color the eye digitally. Oh, this is a description. These ponies have no stories, but we know that the first one is called Pumpkin and she has amnesia, and the second one is called Adira. And now time for our 3 winners voted by the community. Will-O-Wisp. Will-O-Wisp was a very shy and mysterious unicorn who lived in the deep dark forest far away from the other ponies of Ponyland. Her fiery hair shone through the thick fog on the pony's nightly walk when suddenly a sad cry caught her attention. Through the bushes, Will-O-Wisp saw a poor lost pony. Mustering up all her courage, she asked, "Hello, lost pony. Do you need help finding your way home?" The other pony turned to her, and with a sniffle she said, "I am all alone. No one wanted to be my friend, so I came out here to the deep dark forest, but it turned very foggy and now I'm lost. Please help me." Suddenly, the unicorn had a wonderful idea. She twirled her horn, and with a burst of sparkling magic, a glowing trail of Will-O-Wisps lit the way through the fog and out of the forest. The lost pony turned to Will-O-Wisp with a big smile and gave her a hug. "Thank you, my first friend. I hope I see you again, though under better circumstances." From that day on, Will-O-Wisp and the pony became best friends and spent every day together playing in the forest, which didn't seem quite so dark anymore. Berry Bite. Berry Bite was a rather miserable big brother pony. He found the daytime far too bright and noisy, migraine-inducing, and the nighttime so very beautiful, but ever so lonely. And he was ever so jealous of the unicorns and Pegasi, who used magic to play games and flew through the sky to make pretty patterns in the clouds. He would often wander through the forest at night, scuffing his hooves through grass and hanging his head low, until one day he heard a fluttering noise. Perking up his head, he found a bat on the end of his nose. "Hello," said Berry, ever so confused. "Hello," said the bat, making Berry back up and sit his bottom on the floor, because bats do not talk. "You look very upset." "Oh," said Berry. "Well, I am. My friends go to bed at night and play in the daytime, and it gives me such a headache to play with them, but at night I am so lonely." The bat perked up. "I know very many ponies who play in the nighttime," it said. "I am one of them. We drink the juice of fruits and we prance all night long." And Berry soon perked up too. "Oh, that sounds wonderful! May I join you?" he asked, and the bat nodded. After explaining how the bat was in fact a pony, Berry let the creature nip at the back of his neck and run off into the night with a handful of new juice-draining magic abilities in his teeth, and a bat form to take to the sky. He had some magic, some wings, and some friends the nighttime. His house was left empty with a polite note stuck to the door. "Visit at night and we can play again one day. Make sure to bring berries, okay? I'll miss you." Pumpkin Pie. After training the animation spell, gives life to inanimate objects, for many moons, Twilight was finally ready for the Nightmare Night Festival, in which she was in charge of starting a new tradition: live mannequins. With Rarity's help, they both dressed up some mannequins with various costumes so Twilight could bring them to life in order to amuse or scare any ponies that were celebrating. The spell was a success, and all the mannequins ran around fulfilling their duties. However, an unexpected guest was about to turn all this fun into a true horror. Discord, who felt that he should join in the fun, decided to change the spell cast by Twilight. Obviously, the chaos installed that night, and instead of silly jump scares, the mannequins were terrorizing Ponyville. Not understanding what went wrong, the purple unicorn tried her best to fix the mess, but cancelling a spell she didn't cast was very difficult. Discord, on the other hand, was thrilled with what he had done and went to show it off to his friends. Of course, the 6 of them disapproved of his actions and explained that making ponies fear for their lives was not fun at all. Forced to break the spell, Discord undid the mess and all went back to normal, especially the mannequins, which were just lifeless objects now. All mannequins were counted to see if they got all of them, and sure enough, one was missing. The main 6 ran around Ponyville looking for it, when finally they found it near a small strawberry garden, and on its side was a filly called Almond Honey, joyful with the new friend she had made. The mannequin, still under Twilight spell, patiently listened to the filly's stories about her day, her life with her big brother, and all the things she liked to do. I think you need a name. What about Pumpkin Pie? I love pumpkin pie, it's my favorite. Oh, you need a cutie mark too? Here, let me paint one for you. So that, my friends, is all the Halloween custom art contest entry. That is so difficult to say. I hope you enjoy my dramatic readings, and I will see you next time for maybe the Christmas one, or I'll see you on Discord. Thank you so much for listening. See you soon. Bye bye.